Hi, I'm Hinal Shah, a psychologist in training from Mumbai, and today we are back with episode 2 of Careers. If you have not seen the first episode, then go right now and check it because it is interlinked. And in the first episode, we discussed about what factors do you need to consider before starting your career search or your career opportunities before you look into it, and we have discussed what factors about yourself you need to know and how can you even assess those factors. And we looked into three main factors, which were: the first one was interest, the second one was skills and aptitudes, and the third one was personality traits. So go and check it right now if you haven't. If you have, then welcome to this episode 2, where we are going to make a list of probable careers. Now, before we get started, what are the careers that you know of? If I ask you to name all the careers you know in around a minute, you'll be able to come up with 20, 30, 40 careers at the max. Well, breaking news, but there are thousands and thousands of careers. In fact, there are new kind of careers developing every day due to new requirements and new developments in the fields. So isn't it more fun to have explore all career opportunities before selecting one, instead of just selecting those 10, 20, 30 repetitive careers that we have been exposed to since childhood? So then comes the question of how can we know these different careers? Well, of course, the best source is Google Baba. You can definitely go search on Google different careers related to your interest, your personality, and your skill set, and you can make a probable list of careers. If not Google, then you can also definitely tap into your network. It is so important, and you will be surprised by the number of responses you will get from all around your network. You might get to know so many new kind of jobs which might excite you or which might even motivate you to pursue them. So definitely look into it. Once you have done that and you have a long list of probable careers which suit your interests, your skills, and your personality, then we need to shortlist that career. How can we shortlist that career? Well, there are few important questions that you need to ask to every career on your list. Is it going to help me or not? So the first question that you need to look into is definitely the financial aspect. How much is it going to earn? How much is it going to give me in return? And is it enough? Or am I a person who wanted more, who was expecting more out of it? So you need to be sure about the salary range that you might get into that particular field. The second thing that is important to know is this career going to help me in achieving my long-term goal? Because if it is not helping you achieve your long-term goal, you might come to feel regret or even guilt regarding that career. You might not be satisfied, you might not be motivated to continue your work. So it is very important to know if it is helping you reach your final goal, your final destination. After you consider these factors, it is now important to even look into how much time, energy, and hard work are you willing to put into that career. Are you a person who is okay with studying for 20 years and becoming a surgeon or anything that you want to pursue? Or are you someone who is not willing to study for so long or do so much theoretical work before getting into the field? You want to get into the field quickly. In that case, you need to look into how much dedication or how much time and efforts are you willing to put into it. Now you must have already shortlisted out of some 20 careers that you might have shortlisted 10 or 5 careers. Now how can we know that one or two top careers for us? For this, the best method is informal interview. Now what is an informal interview? You need to go and search for a job, for a person who is pursuing that kind of job. For example, if in your list you had a few options like teacher or a horticulturist or psychologist, you need to go and look for people who are pursuing that field and need to have an interview informally with them. You need to know that what kind of experiences they've had, what kind of personality they have, how happy or satisfied they are in their job. You need to know all these factors. Once you talk to them, you'll even get to know a lot of other things that were not written maybe on a blog or wherever you research. Because of course a blog or an internet search cannot give you as much information as an actual lawyer can or an actual psychologist can about their job profile. So definitely look into it, and you will definitely have your top 1 or 2 careers that you might want to pursue after it. So this is episode 2. I hope that it helped you in deciding or being a little bit more clear about your career. In the next episode, we are going to see how to make an action plan for your career. Now that you have decided your career, definitely this is not the end. In fact, this is just the beginning of a long-term journey. And I'm just going to help you make this journey a little bit more smoother and successful. Thank you, and stay tuned for more fun stuff.